guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Andrews. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. It's complete! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Go straight ahead. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're working that left side. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Right on the money. He'll be stopped stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Utes are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Green. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nice move there. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Hunt is on its way. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played 1. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push-up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A run for the quarterback. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Ready to fire from the pistol. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch, steal the punt, and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wilson to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCF. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Got his man quickly. Nice move there. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the toss. Find some fresh air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wilson will throw. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Knights will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, trying to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a reverse. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wilson to pass. There's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Knights will punt this one away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Utes have their offense in high gear.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the left. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed. Touchdown, Utes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be.
Oh, they just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. That's a foul on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Diving for the score. He loses the football. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh! for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer, you need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field, but when the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The sure hand, it's Richardson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Might be calling a hot route. Wilson to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense aid got him at the 27.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And now the offense will come onto the field again. On the run, it's Blue. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Knights line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wilson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready.
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. Turning on the Jets. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.